Here comes an attack from Star Valley. That one blocked, deflected, and down. Now it's over. Now it is over. Evanston with the defensive block, and they win set 4.
And we welcome you back live to Red Devil Gymnasium here in the campus of Evanston High School. It's Red Devil Volleyball live on KNYN and MyLocalRadio.com. ELAN, OLLIFF bringing you the action tonight as the Red Devils take on the Rock Springs Tigers in the first official conference game of the season for Evanston. We're going to go ahead and step aside. When we come back, we'll set the scene for this first Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
The score is 23-15 in the third and deciding set here at Red Devil Gymnasium. Evanston JV tied it up and they lead it 23-15, and the Red Devils looking to take the JV match after the C-team match was won in straight sets by Rock Springs. Let's go ahead and talk about the Rock Springs Tigers coming into today's game. They are 11-3 after an 18-6 season that saw them win the Western Regional title in this very gym. Evanston and Rock Springs played 2 times. One time on September 15th, it was a 5-set victory for Rock Springs. Set scores in that one were 25-20, 25 or 17-25, 25-14, 25-10, and 15-8. All for those first scores read for Rock Springs. So it's a big 5-set classic. And as the season went on, everyone thought that the matchup we have tonight was going to be the matchup that we would have for that Western Regional title. But Natrona County upset the Red Devils in 5 the previous day, and Evanston and Rock Springs would not meet until at state on November 7th in the consolation bracket semifinals. Set 1 was all back and forth between these two teams. Rock Springs did have a 2-point lead for most of the time since the teams were tied at 5, but then Evanston, down 3, took a 19-18 lead and would not trail the rest of the set. Final score of set 1, 25-23 Evanston, led by Emily Freeland, 6 kills. Rock Springs was paced by Kaylee Palastro and Brenly Jenkins, 2. Set 2 saw a strong start from Rock Springs, with the Tigers taking an 8-point lead over the Red Devils and even had them down late, 19-11 in set 2. Evanston, however, would outscore the Tigers 16-6 the rest of the way and come out on top 27-25. Emily Freeland leads again with 5 kills. Stacia Barker gets active with 2 kills and 3 blocks. Mia Barker's 3 kills and 4 blocks and an ace. Set 3 saw the Red Devils get their first start of the fast start of the match, and they would go on to complete the sweep and avenge their only Western Conference regular season loss by winning set 3 25-18 and sweeping Rock Springs. Stats for the returners that played in that game that will be playing tonight. Emily Freeland, 13 kills. Mia Barker, 8 kills, 5 blocks, and an ace. Mackenzie Porter with a block, and Stacia Barker with 8 kills and 7 blocks. Cameron James with 4 kills, and Emily Toucher with 3 kills. Those are the only 2 Rock Springs players that come back with something to add to this game that will be playing tonight. According to Max Preps, this is the 23rd meeting between these two teams since 2007, with Evanston leading that series 15-7. As Red Devils JV team just beat Rock Springs 25-18 and win it in 3 sets. According to Max Preps, Rock Springs is coached by fourth-year head coach Sean Pyer, who is 60-36 in her 4 seasons of coaching. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have more on our pregame show on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
The best cement comes from Ellingford Brothers in Evanston. They've been mixing cement for every type of job for generations. Major construction, road and bridge, cement blocks, foundations, sidewalks, curb and gutter, cement steps, septic tanks and water troughs. No job is too large or too small. Make sure you get the best quality cement available at the best prices. Always get your cement from Ellingford Brothers. Call today. Ellingford Brothers, we know cement. 307-789-1515.
Necessarily a strong or rough rivalry, but the Evanston Red Devils and Rock Springs are familiar with each other, and this is always a great matchup, Evanston and Rock Springs. When we come back, we will hear from Rock Springs coach Sean Pyer on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 at MyLocalRadio.com.
Evanston Regional Hospital is an affiliate of the University of Utah Health. Our partnership builds on a long tradition of collaboration between Evanston Regional Hospital and University of Utah Health. Inside these doors, our dedicated staff is committed to being your caring partner in your healthcare journey. Whether you need an MRI or surgery, are expecting a new baby, or you're having a heart attack, Evanston Regional Hospital is here to help. Evanston Regional Hospital. Healing begins here. As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils! West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Here with Rock Springs volleyball head coach Sean Pyer. Coach Pyer, you guys come in much like Evanston, returning a lot of talent from a very successful team. You did suffer a loss with losing Brinley Jenkins. How have you guys been able to kind of reset and get ready for the season with that?
So it's funny because that's always the first question that everybody always asks me. And it's true, losing Brinley is huge for us. But like I tell every single person that brings that up is that we're not a one-man show. I don't run the program like that. The girls don't have that mentality. So as big of a loss as it was for us, we know that we have lots of other girls that can step up in her place and who have stepped up in her place so far.
Coach, you guys are off to an 11-3 start. Is that something that you're surprised by, or did you expect this early success with this group?
Yeah, I think that it's something that I always knew from the beginning that we were going to be able to do, and a team, that success is something we would be able to do. I am honestly thrilled that we're able to come out so early in the season being able to compete against these teams. I feel like we still have a long way to go, and we still have a peak that we need to reach that we're not there yet.
In these first 14 games, what have you been most pleased by?
I just think the positivity on the court and the team chemistry. Even though I have a team full of seniors, a lot of these girls haven't really played together all together since they were in 8th grade because we had, some girls moving up, playing different levels. And so even though they're all seniors, they haven't had a lot of experience playing together. And I'm really, really thrilled and excited by the team chemistry that they have.
Coach, you guys are going to play Evanston, and it always seems to be one of those classic type matches where someone gets out in front and then the other one reels them back, and we go back and forth until the very end. What do you guys come to expect when you come and play Evanston?
Yeah, it's always a competitive game, and we like playing Evanston because it's one of those things where I tell my girls all the time I would rather play a competitive team and it be close, we win or we lose, rather than a team that isn't very good and we're just blowing out of the water. It's much more fun to be competitive, and I feel like every time, year after year, we play Evanston, it's a competitive game, so we're excited for that.
Coach, what's something that you've kind of come to expect to get ready to prepare for every time you play the Red Devils?
Evanston always has a pretty big block, so that's one thing that we prepare for, really making sure that our middles are working on like around the block, hitting around the block, because we know if they hit straight that they'll hit right into their big block. And then same with our pins, just making sure that they're seeing the block, that our defense is calling what's open, and that we're being aggressive all the time.
Coach, 2021 kind of seems like somewhat of a return to normalcy after the weird year we had in 2020. How excited are you for this season, and what excites you most about it?
It's exciting. I think that it's not as normal as everyone would like it to be. I mean, it is better than last year, but we're still in a situation where kids are still getting quarantined and kids are still, getting close contact. So we're missing girls here and there all the time, and so that's been difficult to kind of deal with. But I just think that, we're just taking it day by day.
That's Coach Sean Pyre, head coach for Rock Springs Volleyball. Coach Pyre, thank you so much for the time. Good luck tonight. Anything else?
Nope, that's it. Thank you.
A big thank you to Coach Sean Pyre for joining us on the pregame show. We are 11 minutes and 18 seconds and counting from the first serve of Evanston versus Rock Springs. We will be right back after this with Evanston coach Tara Lawler on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
The best place to stay when you're in Casper, Wyoming is the Come On In Hotel and Suites. This beautiful log hotel offers 5 hot tubs, 1 pool, a fitness center, and fabulous indoor atrium. Offering jacuzzi and fireplace suites, the guest rooms are comfortable and relaxing. Plus, every stay includes a delicious extended continental breakfast. Whenever you're in Casper, stay at the best place. Come on in, Hotel and Suites. Come on in today. Come on in, Hotel and Suites, Casper.
Here with Evanston Volleyball head coach Tara Lawler. Coach Lawler, you guys were at the Star Valley Invite last week, and I believe you guys went 5-1, dropping the lone match to Thunder Basin. And when you look at those scores, it wasn't a blowout. It was 23-25, 22-25. You guys proven you can play with a team that's top ranked in the state and probably getting some attention now. How's everybody feeling coming out of that weekend?
Honestly, I think we're probably a little fatigued with having a conference game tonight or a quad game or whatever this kind of quad game is called with Rock Springs. I'm a little concerned about how tired we are. I don't know if we had enough rest for playing 6 matches, essentially back to back. But hopefully the adrenaline will kick in. This is their job, and I just hope that they come out and do their jobs.
Is there any concern about fatigue from tonight carrying over to Saturday afternoon?
No, I mean, having a homecoming week, I think that could be probably more of a concern of mine. One match tonight, I think we'll be just fine. We have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to recover, talk about what we need to fix, things we're doing well. So I'm not concerned about Saturday being fatigued. I just know from yesterday's practice where they were at and hoping that they had a good night's rest last night and they're ready to play today.
Coach, last time you guys played Rock Springs was at the consolation semifinals of the state tournament last year. You guys won that in straight sets, but they weren't easy sets. Evanston was actually down by quite a few in 2 of those 3 sets. What's going to be the key to getting you guys a fast start tonight?
I think just being confident. Going back to that consolation match of last season, we had not beaten Rock Springs all season long. And then we told the girls the best time to beat them is at state. And so they had kind of that internal motivation and a purpose to play hard then. They weren't easy. They had to be kind of gritty. And I will say that this past weekend in Star Valley, they had to be gritty. They came from behind from being down from Rich. We had some close match or sets actually with Cokeville that we were able to pull away from. And then ending when we were pretty fatigued with Jackson, they showed a lot of heart and a lot of grit. And so I think we'll be okay. They're getting along well. They're working hard. I just, like I said, hope that they have had enough rest so they can show what we've been practicing.
This is the 4th year for head coach Sean Pyre in Rock Springs. What have you seen happen in Rock Springs in the last 4 years under her direction?
She's done a great job. I think Rock Springs has always had a great program. In fact, their former coach is in the stands now watching her freshman daughter. And so it's kind of neat to see how that little one has grown up and now into the program. But Sean has done a really nice job. The kids are competitive. Many of her kids play club. They travel to Salt Lake. We see them down there quite a bit at a lot of the club camps. And so I know they're getting touches in the off season. And it shows they're solid players.
Coach, what's the one thing you walked away from this preseason thinking, all right, this worked out well, this is something we still need to work on?
That's a great question. My notebook is full. Our record is great. 16-3 is one of the best starts I can think of that we've had in a long time. But that being said, it really doesn't mean anything if we can't start our conference on the right foot. Our kids know that. I don't need to stress that. I don't need to push that too much. I think the most important thing is we all have a job to do, and we need to make sure we do our job a little bit better. So it's specific for the attackers, and if they're a left, middle, or right, for a setter or a defensive specialist, they all have certain things that they need to do consistently, and then they all have things that they can do just a little bit better to raise the bar for our program.
You have a pretty senior-heavy team this year. Is there an advantage to having that, to having not only a senior-heavy team, but having got people return from a very successful team from last year where they know what it's going to take to get there?
I think so. I think that's why we had the success in Star Valley. I saw that we were getting pretty fatigued actually in the second match on Saturday, but that senior leadership came out through the girls, and they were able to lead by example, but also just by understanding the game and being strategic, knowing where to place the ball. If they weren't, instead of going big and exerting a lot of energy, they were smart to get a quick kill, and then they would use that, exert that energy on a play that they had to. And so I think they're mindful of that. And so I think because of having 9 seniors, They do. You can tell they're a little more experienced.
Coach, what do you think is going to be the key to getting this victory and getting to that 17-3 record?
Doing our jobs. I say it every time, we have to serve tough. We need to get Rock Springs out of system. We need to pass to pocket. We need to give our setters an option so they can set a minimum 2 hitters or ideally 3. And we just have to play the ball. We're going to be out of system. We expect to be out of system at times, and we need not to panic and instead play the ball. We know how to play it. We just need to calm down and control the chaos, get in control in the driver's seat again, and then dictate how the game goes from there.
That's Coach Tara Lawler, head coach for Evanston Volleyball. Coach Lawler, thank you so much for the time. Good luck tonight. Anything else?
No, thank you so much.
And a big thank you to Coach Tara Lawler for joining us on the pregame show. We're going to turn that crowd mic down just a little bit, but man, it is a rockin' house here at Red Devil Gymnasium. If you could be here, you're very, very fortunate. It's the first conference game for the Red Devils, and they're opening at home. We're 3.5 minutes away from the first serve. We'll get you set for it after this break on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
School. It's the right path indeed, where we learn to read and learn to write. School's the ticket to reach new heights. We make new friends, learn social skills, art, foreign language, music, and more. Science, technology, engineering, math, history, and health in that PE class. With computers and books and teachers and more, our brains will grow and our dreams will soar. So do whatever it takes to never miss school, because a great education, why, that's really cool. My friends, be cool. Go to school.
Whatever takes you to Evanston, whether it's high school sports, a teaching conference, music festivals, speech and debate, or your job, always book your hotel reservations at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. With 165 ground-level rooms on 10 acres, the Best Western offers everything you need, including newly renovated rooms, a business office, workout room, outdoor pool, and full-service restaurant, plus complimentary breakfast with every stay. Whenever you're in Evanston, make your hotel reservations with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. The student section right across from me looks packed as the teams are 2 minutes away from the start. When we come back, we'll have that first serve on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Here comes an attack from Star Valley. That one blocked, deflected, and down. Now it's over. Now it is over. Evanston with the defensive block, and they win set 4.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium as Evanston gets ready to take on Rock Springs. We are about 33 seconds away from the start of this one. And let's give you some keys really quick. Key number 1, get off to a fast start. When Evanston beat Rock Springs in set 3 in the consolation bracket at state last year, it was the biggest margin of victory they had, 25-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard that November 7th, Saturday afternoon. It was because Evanston got out to a fast start. If the Red Devils can get out to a fast start, that would be huge. If the Rock Springs Tigers, they'll get out to a fast start, here's your another key. Work your way back. Work your way back. That is what you need to do. So those are your keys to victory. Stay calm, start fast, and work your way back. We're going to turn it over to the PA announcer for our national anthem.
Performed this evening by the Evanston High School Vocal Jazz Choir.
That was the Evanston High School Jazz Choir giving us our national anthem as we get set to welcome the visiting Rock Springs Tigers. Here's their starting lineup coming up right now. Rock Springs in the orange uniforms. And number 1, Emily Taucher. Number 9, Carly Nelson. And Cameron James, number 10. Number 26, Faith Brandt. And number 32, Claire Carlson. Of course, coached by Sean Pyre. And now here comes the Red Devils getting ready to come out on the left side of your screen. And the student section is reacting as you would expect as the Red Devils prepare their starting lineup. And I think we already know who it is. Number 3, the senior Stacia Barker. Number 7, Mia Barker. Number 11, the senior Emily Freeland. She goes up and throws what the little mini volleyballs that they were given into the student section. Kenzie Porter, she's going to be vital on this offense this year. Her passing has been great in the preseason. Well, I guess you can't call it the preseason, but you know what I mean. As Lily Johnson is going to get the start as well. Abby Rigby also getting the start. Evanston in their blue uniforms, white numerals, red outline Evanston across the chest. Rock Springs in their orange tops. White numerals, Tigers across the chest, a black stripe down the shoulder. Everyone but Bailey Critchfield in the blue for Evanston. She's the libero. She's in the whites with the blue numerals, red outline as we are getting ready for this one. Evanston versus Rock Springs on a Tuesday night. Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com. The teams run up and tap hands as we get ready for set number 1. Remember, one of our keys to victory, fast start. We'll see if the Red Devils can do it. Student section on their feet across the arena from me. And it is a packed student section tonight. It's going to get loud in here, folks. And it's going to get fun. Red Devils coming in with a record of 16-3. Rock Springs with a record of 11-3. Red Devils, of course, coached by longtime head coach Tara Lawler. And the Tigers coached by fourth-year head coach Sean Pyre. It'll be Evanston to serve first with Mackenzie Porter to serve. Abby Rigby checks out, so the libero, Kenzie Porter, can check in. Or excuse me, Bailey Critchfield can check in. It's Porter that's going to serve. We get the whistle. Porter, two-hand bounce it, spins it in her palm, and lets it fly. This one bopped up high by Zadi. James slaps, puts it over the net, and now Evanston with an attack. Porter, pass set, Stacia Barker, 10-foot line off of a diving Tiger, kept in by Zadi and cleared over by Rock Springs. Cross set, left side, Mia Barker looking for the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Good dig by Harvey, sent back over by Rock Springs. Left side, Mia Barker hits that one with her palm, looking for the right corner, but it's denied by Rock Springs. Here comes the hard attack by, that looked like Presley Nacy, and Mia Barker goes up and stuffs her. 1-0 Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mia Barker records her first block, and now that'll be a serve by Porter. Goes off of a Tiger and into the stands. Ace for the Red Devils. 2-0 start for Evanston. Porter with her first ace of the match. Next one, it's a missile, back row, Zadi. Bopped up by Toucher. James slaps it across the net, looking for the left sideline. Set, Porter, Stacia, off of a Tiger, kept alive by Zadi in the back row. Back row clearance from the Tigers. He's going to go into the net. Red Devils up 3-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Porter on a 3-0 run for Evanston. Serve received, right corner. Slapping it across the net, and a hard attack from Claire Carlson. That one goes off the Evanston block and over the left sideline. So Carlson gets the first point for Rock Springs, and it's 3-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. It'll be Megan Zadi, the senior libero, to serve. First touch, Critchfield, back row center. Porter, cross that left side. Stacia Barker looking for the back line, and that one's too long. And Rock Springs cuts it to 1. Served by Rock Springs, received by Evanston. Right side, Mia Barker off the Rock Springs block, still on the Evanston side, and they clear it over. Hard attack from Rock Springs. That one is a hard hit from Carly Calhoun. Goes off of an Evanston player in the back row and out of bounds. Give the kill to Calhoun, and we're all knotted up at 3 apiece here in set 1. Zadi to serve again. Into the net. Red Devils take the lead back. And it's 4-3 Evanston on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Set 1. Mia Barker to serve for the Red Devils. The senior lets it go. Bopped up by Zadi. Rock Springs setting up James, who just pushes it over the net. Backhands, foot on the 10-foot stride. Porter, high pass. Emily Freeland, light hit. Good receive by the Tigers defense. James with another right side attack. Down on the left sideline. She goes from left to right and drops it in there to tie it up. Cameron James, she is going to be the linchpin for this offense, and they've got to keep an eye on her. Serve by Harvey, received by Evanston. Right side, Stacia Barker, light hit, looking for the 10-foot line. Great dive by Holmes. Sent back over by Rock Springs, and it is too long. Red Devils get it back. 5-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. On the attack error, and now here's Stacia Barker to serve. Set 1, just getting started, best 3 out of 5. Barker goes for the ace and gets it. Bounces it off the hands of a diving Tiger on the left sideline, and it rolls away. Ace for Stacia Barker, 6-4 Red Devils. To serve again is Barker, looking for another ace, but this time it's kept up by Taucher. James palms it over the net, and now left side, Emily Freeland for Evanston, down in the left corner. Drops the hammer, hits it hard, and the Red Devils getting that fast start we talked about. That's the first kill for Freeland in the match. MyLocalRadio.com kill as Stacia Barker serves. First touch, and that's out of bounds. The touch was made by Zotti, and it goes towards the stands. An ace for Stacia. That's 2 on the night already. Barker to serve again. That one is too long, and the run will end at 4. It's 8-4 Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard as Stacia commits the error. Now bring up Cameron James to serve for Rock Springs. That one kept up in the corner by Freeland on the left side. Porter passes it to Emily Freeland, who is running and puts it over the net. And she did have a little too much power going in there. Makes contact with the net, and the point goes to Rock Springs. 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Cameron James. First touch, Mia, center back row. Porter, cross set, left side. Emily Freeland slaps it hard off of the elbow of Cameron James, who bops it up high. Sent back over the net by Rock Springs. Diving dig by Porter keeps it alive. Freeland pushes it over the net, and now Rock Springs. James, back row, slaps it over the net, and Evanston will get a chance. Left side, Emily Freeland, light hit, looking for the 10-foot stripe, kept alive by Nacy. Sent back over by the Tigers, and Evanston gets called for a double hit. 8-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and James leading a 2-0 run right now. 8-7. 3-0 run for James. First receive, Mia Barker back row, Porter back set. Lily Johnson puts it over the net. James receives. Taucher setting up Nacy, who puts it over the back row. Evanston can't calm it down on the pass, and it's all knotted up at 8. Cameron James to serve again on a 4-0 run. That one, good diving dig by Critchfield, saving it from being an ace. Freeland sets it over the net and received by James. Taucher, back set. Right side attack from the Tigers, kept up by Bailey Critchfield on the far side of the 10-foot line. Left side, Emily Freeland into the block, still on the Evanston side. Critchfield with the touch. Freeland has to clear it out in desperation. Rock Springs has it right where they want it. Hard hit for Rock Springs, and that one is too long over the left line. Trying to go where there was Presley Nacy, and she's over the line, and right now, the Red Devils get the point back. It looked like there might be a change of call for a second, but it is Evanston's ball. Freshman Jaylee Critchfield to serve for the Red Devils. That one, high arcing serve in the right corner, kept alive by James. Right side attack by Rock Springs, too long, and it is no contact. Red Devils stretch the lead out to 2, 10-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 1. Jaylee Critchfield to serve again. That one is down on the back line. Cameron James told everybody to back up, thinking it was going to go, but the downspin was too much, and it drops in on the back line. Ace for the freshman, Jaylee Critchfield. Wow. Critchfield to serve again. First touch, James, right corner. Headed for the stands, but kept alive by Taucher. James slaps it over, bopped up high by Bailey. Jaylee, left side. Emily Freeland into the Rock Springs block and down on the Rock Springs side. Emily Freeland with the hammer, and it's a 4-0 run for the Red Devils as they lead it 12-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on the second kill by Emily Freeland. Served by Jaylee Critchfield, receive Rock Springs. Right side attack, deflected high on the left sideline by Bailey Critchfield. Jaylee passes back to Bailey. Evanston gets it over. Right side attack from Rock Springs, Presley Nacy, and it's a underpass by the Red Devils, and it goes into the net. So the run will end at 4, and it doesn't seem like anyone is able to get over that 4-point run we were talking about. Served by Rock Springs, received by Mia Barker. Jaylee passes over to Rigby, who puts it over the net. Nacy on the left side, deflects, puts it up high, deflected high, Emily Freeland. She gets the pass back, and Freeland slaps it over the net. Nacy, center attack, over the back line. That one looked like it could drop, but it just kept going more up. And it's 13-9. Red Devils on a 5-1 run right now. Freeland with the serve. That's off of James, and trying to put it over in one motion was Rock Springs, but denied by Mia Barker. Jaylee, back set. Hallie Brady. That one is off of a player and kept alive somehow by Zadi, who has to go to the right corner. Nearly an overpass by Evanston, and Rock Springs is going to get the point. A Red Devil player makes contact with the net. 13-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Rock Springs to serve. Looks like number 4. I don't have a number 4 on my roster. And that's going to be 2 hits and down. Rock Springs gets it back. It's Mari Holmes. Holmes to serve. First touch, Critchfield, back row. Jaylee setting up Brady, looking for the right corner, deflected high by Zadi. Holmes goes to Nacy. A diving Jaylee keeps it alive. Emily Freeland slaps it over from the backside. Right side attack. Here comes the Tigers, and it's going to be a light one and drop down. Claire Carlson with the kill, and it is 13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve by Holmes, received by Evanston. Brady dropping it down on the back line, kept alive by Cameron James, and Rock Springs just puts it over. Jaylee, light set, going for Rigby. A diving Presley keeps it alive, and Rock Springs puts it over the net. Kept alive by Freeland, back row. Jaylee, cross set. Mia Barker, left side, looking for the corner, drops it down on the line. She was looking for the left corner and indeed found it, and Mia Barker puts the Red Devils up by 2. 14-12 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And it seems like tonight, whenever they need it, they get it. Serve by Bailey Critchfield, deflected high by Zadi. James from the back row sends it over. Jaylee setting up Mia into the net, and it's going back to being a 1-point game. 14-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That'll bring in number 9, Carly Nelson to serve. Receive, Critchfield, back row. Jaylee setting up Stacia into the block. Waiting for it was Cameron James, and she returns it. James with the block, and it's all knotted up at 14. Nelson to serve again. That one below the net. Evanston's going to get the ball back and the lead. It's 15-14 Red Devils. Kenzie Porter to serve, so we're back at the top of the rotation. Jaylee Critchfield will take a well-deserved rest. So too does Hallie Brady. Stacia and Savannah Novakoski checking in. First serve by Porter. Now right side, James into the block. Stacia Barker, the block party, leads it. Stacia with her first block of the match, and it's 16-14 Red Devils. Porter to serve again, and that one looking for the back line. That was a tomahawk missile. Kept alive by Zadi, and it's 2 hits and 3 hits, barely cleared over by Rock Springs. Going to Stacia Barker, blocked hard by Cameron James, who goes up and sends it back to the Red Devils. James is going to be a problem on the block, the way she has been playing tonight. 16-15 thus far. Megan Zadi to serve, the libero for Rock Springs, kept alive Freeland. Porter, cross set. Stacia pushed over the line, deflected high by Rock Springs. James on the right side, slaps it over the net. Freeland goes her knees to dig it up. Punched over the net by Mia Barker on the left side, drops it down on the 10-foot stripe, and the Red Devils back out to a 2-point lead. 17-16 as Mia gets her second MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Kill it with powerful advertising. Reach your customers with an ad in high school sports. Call mylocalradio.com in Evanston, 789-8116. Attack from Rock Springs goes over the right sideline, and it's 18-15 Red Devils. And that's going to be serve number 2 from Caitlin DeRue. That one, a missile right in the right corner for James. Right side attack from Rock Springs, off the block and out of bounds. Give the kill to Carlson. That's Claire Carlson. That's her 3rd kill of the match, quietly leading the Tigers to my count. However, these are not official numbers, but they do give you an idea of who's active. Carlson to serve. That one right at the feet of DeRue. Put over the net by Freeland, and now Rock Springs with a chance. James at the center, lightly hits it, kept alive by Savannah. Freeland gets the pass, goes off of the block and down on the Rock Springs side. She drops the hammer off of the fingertips of Rock Springs and down. 19-16 Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and Emily Freeland with 3 kills on the day. Stacia to serve for Evanston. That one, a sliding Tiger had to take care of it. James with a heart attack off of the fingertips of Emily Freeland over the back line. Or excuse me, that was Stacia Barker. And Cameron James picks up her 2nd kill. 19-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. James to serve. Receive Freeland, left corner. Porter runs up, makes the long pass to Freeland, but the ball ends up behind the official. And it cuts the gap down to 1 for Rock Springs as it hits the ground. James serving on a 2-0 run for Rock Springs. First touch, DeRue, back row. Brady, left side, Freeland, light hit, looking for the left corner, kept alive by Zadi, but no one is there to receive it. She bopped it up high in no man's land. No one could get there in time, and it goes down. Freeland with the kill. Actually, no, that was more of a defensive error, but it's still 20-18 Red Devils on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Looking for the corner off of James, and it nearly comes off on the bad side. Evanston with a chance as, look at that, Abby Rigby gets an underpass, goes to war against the line of Rock Springs, wins the battle and slaps it to the left sideline. It's 21-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Timeout, Coach Pyer. We're going to take it as well. Red Devils up in set 1, 21-18 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball and K9 at mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Red Devils 4 points away from taking set 1 as it's a 21-18 lead at Evanston on a 2-0 run. Jaylee Critchfield to serve, the freshman for Evanston, who has been remarkable at times in the season thus far. Critchfield looking for the left corner, deflected high, Toucher, and the attack by Nacy down on the 10-foot stripe. Scratch that. That is Faith Brandt, the senior, collects her first kill. And Rock Springs, 21-19 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve by Rock Springs, kept alive by DeRue. Jaylee Critchfield sends it over the net, returned by Rock Springs, and we're going to go back and forth. One hit Evanston, one hit Rock Springs. Sent back over by Rigby, off of James in the right corner and into the near side stands. 22-19 Red Devils on top. Abby Rigby with her first MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. And now here's Emily Freeland, 3 points away from taking set 1. Takes a deep breath and lets her go. First touch, James in the back row. Toucher setting up Carlson, blocked by Evanston. Carlson returns it back, and now Evanston with it. Right side, Hallie Brady off the fingertips of the block into the back row. Setting up the hard attack from Rock Springs. Diving Jaylee Critchfield keeps it alive at the 10-foot line. Mia Barker looking for the right corner, and Rock Springs still keeping it alive. James slaps across from the back row. Jaylee Critchfield, Mia Barker left side off of the fingertips of the block. Zadi back center keeps it up. Right side from Carlson kept alive Red Devils. Right side, Hallie Brady into the net, and the volley ends with Rock Springs cutting it down to a 2-point lead. 22-20, and Coach Lawler wants to talk things over, and I want to take a breath. So we'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
They say the three most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you'll get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Red Devils, Tigers. It's Evanston up in set one, 22-20. Rock Springs will have the serve coming out of the timeout. It'll be Emily Taucher, the senior, to serve for Rock Springs, wearing the number 1. As the student section is having a party here tonight. Taucher, two-hand dribble and lets it fly. First touch, Mia, left side. Jaylee, back set to Rigby. That one's brushed over the tape and it drops down. An absolutely perfect touch by Abby Rigby. She barely gets it over the tape and drops it on the hardwood. And another timeout called. We're going to keep it right here. Red Devils up 23-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And Abby Rigby with her second kill of the match. Here's your stat rundown. Emily Freeland with 3 kills, Mia Barker with 2, Abby Rigby with 2. Stacia with a block and 2 aces. Mackenzie Porter with an ace as well. For Rock Springs, Cameron James with a couple of kills and a couple of blocks. Carly Calhoun with a kill. Faith Brant with a kill, and Carly Carlson with 3. So this has been a very close match. Again, stats are not anywhere near official, but they do give you an idea who the active players are in this one. Remember, Evanston and Rock Springs, when they played back in November of last year, it was Evanston coming back from behind to get it. There's a ace by Bailey Critchfield. She lets it fly, bounces it off of number 21, Presley Nacy, and down in the right corner. Critchfield setting up set point on the ace. Can she get back-to-back aces to win it? Carlson for the attack. That's long over the back line. Red Devils win it 25-20. They'll take set 1. The ace by Critchfield set it up, and then the forced error. Red Devils take set 1 and lead it 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankum, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankum.
Well, give him a call. 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankum at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Set 1 is in the books, and the Red Devils lead it 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after a 25-20 set 1 victory. Leading killer for the Red Devils, no surprise here, Emily Freeland. Mia Barker there with 2 kills. Stacia Barker with a block and 2 aces. So the Red Devils definitely looking like they are very comfortable right now. One thing that really kind of struck me is this was a close match in set 1, but Evanston still looked like they were going to be victorious in that set. You just had the feeling that they were not going to lose control of it. It's going to be hard to pull away from this Rock Springs team, but if Evanston can win set 2, you know they're thinking about finishing it. But a good set victory for the Red Devils, really managing the runs and not letting Rock Springs get that far ahead. Evanston did a great job just keeping things under control, and then went on a run of their own. A 3-0 run to close out set number 1, 25-20. Rock Springs is going to serve to start this one. They're on the right side on mylocalradio.com, Evanston on the left. And you gotta love the way that Coach Tara Lawler's crew came out and just took care of business in that first set. Again, there wasn't a real big run that set them apart. It was just Evanston going out on a 3-0 run, and Rock Springs never took the lead in that set. Evanston led it wire to wire and just slowly but surely edged their way towards that finish line. Serve for Rock Springs is going to be coming. It's going to be Carly Nelson, the 5'4" senior, as she sets it up. And we're underway in set 2. First touch, Critchfield back row. Porter setting up. Stacia drops it down on the right sideline. No, they're going to say it's wide. And Rock Springs picks up the first point. Serve receive, Critchfield. Porter setting up right side. Mia Barker looking for the right corner. Too long. 2-0 Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 2. So Rock Springs going out to the fast start. Next one into the net. Evanston's going to cut that lead in half. And it's 2-1. Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Mia Barker to serve. Mia, line drive serve in the left corner. Nearly an overpass, but calm down. Cameron James on the attack, blocked by Evanston, still on the Red Devil side of the court. Porter, cross set, left side, Emily Freeland off of the top of the tape, kept alive by Toucher. Zadi goes to James, who slaps it over from the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Porter, back pass, right side, Savannah Novakoski into the block of Rock Springs. Evanston tried to get it up and away after the block, but they couldn't manage it. And Cameron James with another big block. It's her third of the night, and it is 3-1 Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Serve is going to be Megan Zadi in the cream-colored libero jersey. Over return by Evanston, but the Red Devils are able to manage the attack from James. Left side, Emily Freeland looking for the 10-foot stripe. James denies her. Townsher dump set, back row to Critchfield. Freeland hits hard, deflected up at the corner, and now on the run, third hit. Tigers clear it over. Beautiful pass by Porter to set up Barker, but Townsher says no. Deflected high after the Rock Springs attack, and now Evanston gets one. Right side, here comes the Tigers. Cameron James into the block party. Stacia Barker denies her, and it's 3-2. Tigers here in set number 1. Stacia with her second block of the match. Served by Stacia, received by Rock Springs right side. Carlson blocked! Abby Rigby and Emily Freeland join the party on that left side, and the Red Devils tied up at 3. First block for Freeland and Rigby. Served by Stacia, received by Zadi. Attack coming from Rock Springs. A diving Porter keeps it alive. Freeland goes to her legs to try to, or goes to her knees to try to dig it up on the third hit. As the passing was a little off, it goes right towards the official, and it's a point for Rock Springs. 1-point lead for the Tigers. Carlson with the serve. Receive Mia Barker. Rigby looking for the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Kept alive by Rock Springs. Cameron James hits it hard. That one off of a Red Devil in the right corner and into the stands. Cameron James absolutely having a set here in set 2. That is her 3rd kill of the match. Served by Carlson. Receive Mia Barker. Porter goes to Freeland, and that one, no one is there. She just lightly hits it over the net, and it drops down on the 10-foot stripe. Nobody was home. Emily Freeland collects the easiest kill of the night for her and cuts the gap down to 1. Freshman Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Hallie Brady also checking in for the Red Devils. Critchfield's an ace! Man, that was beautifully placed. It goes right at the fingertips. Look at this again. Critchfield, the freshman, just sends this one right at the hands of the back row player. Critchfield to serve again, looking for back-to-back aces, but James will deny her. She puts it over the net, and now Bailey goes Jaylee, who back sets Hallie Brady, looking for the right sideline, too long. And the Red Devils trail 6-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jaylee back set right side. Emily Freeland looking for the 10-foot line. James keeps it alive by diving. Returned by the Tigers, and Evanston slaps it across from the back side, or back row, by Mia Barker. James launches an attack from the 10-foot stripe. It barely gets over the net. Freeland, left side attack, deflected up by James. Zadi keeps it alive and put back over by the Tigers from the far side of the 10-foot line. Emily Freeland, hard hit, yes! Back side of the 10-foot stripe at a diving Cameron James, and Freeland ties it up 6-6. Freeland with her 5th kill of the match. Jaylee, however, collected her 2nd ace. Here's Emily Freeland to serve. Red Devils looking for the lead. That one is a light hit, and it's an ace! It's off of a Tiger and down on the 10-foot stripe. Red Devils take their first lead of the set on the first ace by Emily Freeland. Service again. That one into 2 Tigers who keep it alive. Right side, here comes the attack, looking for the left line. That's Presley Nacy. She goes wide, and the Red Devils go up by 2. Red Devils on a 5-1 run as of late. Freeland to serve. That one, nearly an overpass, but calmed down by Toucher, sent over by the Tigers and somehow kept in. Is Evanston going to get it over? Freeland does. She runs all the way to the Evanston bench and clears it over. Hard attack by Rock Springs, kept alive by Evanston. And now another attack coming from Rock Springs. Evanston keeps it alive on their side. Jaylee back set to Mia, and Evanston's going to get called for 4 hits. And man, what a volley there. But it does end with Rock Springs cutting the gap to 1. Served by Faith Brandt, received by Evanston, left side. Mia Barker off of the block and over the right sideline. Mia Barker makes the Red Devils up by 2, and Mia with her 3rd kill of the match, first of the set. White jersey libero Bailey Critchfield to serve. Looking for the back line, deflected up and high by Harvey. Sent back over by the Tigers. Critchfield, back set, looking for Brady. That one's off of a Rock Spring Tiger and over the back line. Red Devils get the lead. Well, they've had the lead for a while, but now they're up 10-7. Hallie Brady, the junior, with her first MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Served by Bailey Critchfield. Down on the back line, it's an ace. It fooled the back line of Rock Springs, and Bailey Critchfield with her 2nd ace of the match. 11-7 Red Devils. That one a light one at the 10-foot line, over return, and it drops in between the 2 Critchfield sisters. They ran into each other. They're both fine. It was light contact, but it does cause the ball to drop. And it's 11-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Taucher, barely over the net, kept alive by Stacia. Jaylee with her back to the net, puts it back over. James, back row attack. Freeland, back row receive. Critchfield, right side. Brady goes into the antenna, and it's down to 2 for the Tigers. Emily Taucher to serve for Rock Springs. Serve receive, Mia Barker, left sideline. Back set by Jaylee, looking for Stacia, and she finds it in the left corner. Stacia goes from center to left, and it's 12-9. Stacia had no challenge there. She saw a massive hole in that left corner and exploited it. Kenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils. Porter with an ace already in the match. Kept alive, Zadi back row. Taucher passing to Carlson, blocked by Evanston, and Carlson has to slap it over again on the 5th hit, but Lily Johnson puts it back to them. Returned by Rock Springs, left side, Mia Barker deflected high, Taucher. Zadi back to James, looking for the back line, bopped up high by Freeland. Mia nearly goes into the crowd to keep it alive, and Evanston will not clear it on 3 hits. 2-point lead for the Red Devils. Carly Nelson to serve for Rock Springs. Into the net. 13-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and that'll bring up Caitlin DeRue to serve for Evanston as Mia Barker comes out. Red Devils won set 1, 25-20, as DeRue serves into the net, and that'll cut the gap right back down. But for a while there, Evanston went on a 7-2 run when they were down 5-4, and Evanston has been in the lead ever since, as a knuckleball serve goes from Zadi and fooled everyone in the building. It drops down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and it's a 1-point set after the ace by Zadi. 13-12, Evanston on top of Rock Springs in the lead at 1-0. That one, another one, nearly fooled everybody, almost an overpass. Porter keeps it alive, goes to Freeland, who puts it over the net, calmed down by James. James with the attack after the settle down, and she drops it way too strong on the back line, and the Red Devils get to 14. Stacia Barker to serve for Evanston. That one is going to go over the net in an awkward fashion, just barely in bounds. Right side, Johnson just clears it over for Evanston. Taucher setting up the hard attack for Nacy, kept alive by the Red Devils. Freeland, foot on the 10-foot line, puts it over, and it's off of a diving Carlson to try to keep it alive, but it drops down. Nobody was expecting it, and that's what caught him off guard. Freeland with her 6th MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Stacia to serve again. That one off the back line. She went for the ace and put a little too much on it. Served by Carlson, received by DeRue, and somehow kept alive, but the second hit went to no man's land. Nobody was there, and it's a 1-point set here in set 2. Timeout called. We're going to take it as well. Red Devils on top in set 2, 15-14. They lead it 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
Red Devils at one point went on a 8-2 run, but Rock Springs has responded since then and has cut the gap down to 1. Hard attack, Emily Freeland off of Sadi and over the back line, and just as Evanston needs something, they get it. That seems to be the story of the night, and the Red Devils go up 16-14 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Just in time for freshman phenom Jaylee Critchfield to serve for the Red Devils. Jaylee with 2 aces already in the match. That's what they brought her in for. Her serving is phenomenal. Jaylee waiting for the ball, gets it, slaps it around with her right hand, lifts it up, and here we go. Looking for the back line, too much on it, and it's back down to 1 after the error by Critchfield. Cameron James to serve. Cameron, 3 kills, 3 blocks, no aces yet. James with the high serve, goes over the back line. She missed an ace by that much. And Evanston back out in front by 2. Freeland to serve for the Red Devils, the senior. Lets it fly, looking for the back row. Zadi first touch, Toucher setting up the hard hit by Nacy, kept up by Rigby. Jaylee Critchfield over to Mia Barker, off of the block of Rock Springs, down on the back row. Here come the Tigers, right side Nacy, deflected up Freeland. Pushed over the net by Mia Barker into the block. It's gonna go to Emily Toucher, and it's a 1-point set after the first block by number 1, Emily Toucher. Ella Brewster just checked in for Rock Springs. Serve received by Evanston. Hallie Brady puts it over the net, and now Rock Springs with a chance. Nacy with the hard hit received by Freeland, back row. Right side, Brady goes off of the block, bopped up high by Toucher. James from the back row bops it over with 2 hands, received Critchfield, back row, center. Trying to get a high pass was Abby Rigby, but it is too high for her. She barely gets her fingertips on it, and she misfires into the net. 17 all on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, with the serving of Nacy. That's Presley Nacy for Rock Springs. Sent over by the Red Devils, Mia Barker. James, back row. Freeland with the dive, keeps it alive, left side. Hard hit left area by Mia Barker. James, center, received Freeland. Back set to Brady, looking for the right corner, and that's off of James, almost into the stands. And somehow, some way, Rock Springs do get it over in 3 hits. Left side, Mia Barker looking for the back line. Defensive set, I guess you could say, by James. Rock Springs sends it over. Right side, Brady looking for the back corner. Deflected up by Nacy, and Evanston is going to get the point. The attack from Rock Springs goes into the antenna, and the Red Devils back up by 1. Served by Bailey Critchfield, the white jersey libero, looking for the back line. That's off of James and out of bounds. It's another ace for Bailey Critchfield, her 3rd of the night. Timeout called, and the Red Devils up by 2 here in set 2. They lead it 1-0 on a First Make of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
When you want something custom built for your home, farm and ranch, vehicle, or trailer, it needs to be done with precision, be strong, and be affordable. Get all this and more when you work with the Steel Shop at Ellingford Brothers. You bring the plan or idea, and they'll make it a reality. The Steel Shop sells and installs vehicle accessories like bull bars, running boards, and bed liners. They also specialize in truck and trailer hitches as well. Get it built to last. Ellingford Brothers, 221 County Road in Evanston.
The student section is jumping around. It's good to have them back in full strength as their Red Devils lead it 19-17 here in set 2. They won set 1. 25-20 was the final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Bailey Critchfield to serve for the Red Devils, and it's Going to be her on a 2-0 run. Critchfield looking for the left corner. James deflects it high. Left side, Nacy into the nets. Red Devils up 20-17 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 3-0 run by Evanston, matches their longest of the set. Critchfield to serve again. That one received by Presley. Taucher pushed over, blocked by the Barker block party, and there's nothing that Rock Springs can do about it. They fielded it cleanly, and then it came off of their hand onto the net and onto another player's hand. 2 hits, Red Devils up 21-17. Serve by Critchfield, looking for the ace. It's a light serve, deflected up by Taucher. Nacy, right side attack into the Evanston block. Dub set, returned by Stacia Barker. Now the Rock Springs Tigers sends it over. It's wide over the left line, and it is 22-17. A 5-0 run for the Red Devils. Critchfield to serve again. That one looking for the back line, off of the arms of James. Nacy, right side, blocked by the Evanston team, but on the wrong side of the right sideline, and the run will end at 5. 22-18, Red Devils with a 4-point cushion. That'll bring up Emily Taucher to serve for Rock Springs. Serve, receive, Mia, left side. Jaylee, back set. Hallie Brady looking for the 10-foot line, kept alive by Carlson. Right side attack, Nacy into the Evanston block, still in the Rock Springs side. Sent over by Rock Springs. Mia Barker was there waiting for it and sends it back. She goes duck hunting, and that's her 4th kill of the match. 23-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Kinsey Porter to serve. That one deflected up by Zadi. James, back row clearance. Freeland keeps it alive. Porter calms it down. Mia Barker, hard hit, looking for the back line. Zadi says no. Back set, right side. Carlson off of Evanston and over the net, over the left sideline. And it's 23-19. Monsters Inc. fans, you know what's coming up. We have a 23-19, and that'll bring up Presley Nacy, the sophomore, to serve for Rock Springs. Receive, Critchfield, back row. Porter, back set. Stacia Barker hits it hard, deflected up by the Tigers. Pushed over the line by Rock Springs, and now Evanston, right side, hard hit. Savannah Novakoski, back row, puts it down dead center, and it is set point for the Red Devils. Savannah with her first MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match, and that'll bring up Mia Barker to serve. Match point for Evanston, or excuse me, set point for Evanston. That one into the net, and Rock Springs will take the serve back. First error on Mia. Megan Zadi to serve. She has an ace already. First touch, Mia, back row. Porter, cross set, left side. Emily Freeland hits it hard. Down on the left sideline. She threads the needle. And Emily Freeland's 7th MyLocalRadio.com kill gives the Red Devils the set. 25-20. Back-to-back sets that have ended like that, and the Red Devils lead it 2-0 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep. In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
I must say, the Red Devil fans have a good time as the student section is hopping. We're going to have set 3 when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been serving customers in Wyoming and Utah. Our professional technicians live and work in communities across both states. This way, we're able to provide quick, quality service to all of our customers. We serve businesses of all sizes, and we also provide service and supplies for HP printers. Call us today to see how we can help with all your printing and copying needs. Mountain West Business Solutions, a local company with a toll-free number, 866-583-9925.
Signage is a critical part of your business. It helps customers find your front door. Rocky Mountain Sign will provide you with expertly designed signs, LEDs, channel letters, as well as skillfully cut signage using wood, metal, plastic, and other mediums to help your customers find you with high-quality signage. Using the best technology, designs, and installation by Rocky Mountain Sign. Your signage says a lot about your business. Work with the professionals at Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street in Evanston, Wyoming.
Evanston leads it 2-0 as we enter set 3. Red Devils paced by Emily Freeland with 7 MyLocalRadio.com kills on the match. And Evanston looking for a sweep here. Back-to-back 25-20 wins for the Red Devils, as Evanston looks to finish what they started. Rigby will check out, and Bailey Critchfield will check in. That's going to be your server, Bailey Critchfield, of course. Excuse me, Mackenzie Porter will be your server. Apologies. Porter. And we're underway in set 3. That one's first touch, Zadi. Toucher, right side, Cameron James. That one is over the back line. Looking for the right corner, and she goes over the line, and the Red Devils strike first. 1-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Porter to serve. That one off of James and out of bounds, an ace for the Red Devils. That is the second ace for Mackenzie Porter. And the Red Devils on top 2-0 on both scoreboards, the set score and the overall score. Served by Porter, looking for the back line. Zani first touch. Toucher setting up the attack from Carlson. Critchfield keeps it alive. Back set Porter, right side. Savannah Novakoski over to Zadi, who plays defense. Carlson at the logo, puts it down on the back line, and Carlson gives the first point of the match to Rock Springs, and it's 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Megan Zadi to serve. That one is down on the back line. It looked like it was traveling out, but it does drop down in the square, and that is the second ace for Megan Zadi, and it is 2-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard here in set 3. Red Devils up 2-0. Zadi, that one a tape tickler, barely over the net, received by Mia Barker. Beautiful set by the Red Devils as Stacia goes up, gets the kill as Rock Springs called for a lift. Stacia with her second MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match to my count. Mia Barker to serve. Looking for the back corner, kept alive by Carlson. James, right side attack, and that's off of an outstretched Bailey Critchfield, and it's down on the hardwood. James knots it back up at 3. And that is her fourth MyLocalRadio.com kill. Served by Claire Carlson, received Bailey Critchfield. Porter, left side, Emily Freeland drops that down on the back line, dead center. And Freeland puts the Red Devils back up on top. 8 MyLocalRadio.com kills for the senior and 4-year starter. Stacia Barker, a 3-year starter. And they have really exploded as a tandem as of late. Right side, James, who barely slaps it over the net. Over return, and trying to get too much of it. Faith Brandt goes over the back line. Red Devils up 5-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. They lead it 2-0. Stacia to serve. Looking for the right corner. Deflected high by Rock Springs. James lifts from the right sideline, and now here comes the attack from Evanston. Freeland bops it over with 2 hands. Toucher, left side, Cameron James into the Evanston block. kept alive by Rock Springs. Zadi goes James, looking for the back line. Mia Barker denies. Porter, back set. Novakoski looking for the 10-foot stripe, denied by Rock Springs. James hits it into the antenna, and Evanston continues the run, 3-0, and it's 6-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Stacia to serve. Received by Rock Springs, and the hard attack from number 26, that's Faith Brandt. Just drops it down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe, and that's her second kill of the match, and it ends the run at 3 for the Red Devils. 6-4 Evanston, as Cameron James will serve for Rock Springs. First touch, Mia Barker back row. Porter, back set, right side. Novakoski off of the fingertips of the block and down on the 10-foot stripe. Hits it hard and hits it well, and Savannah Novakoski puts the Red Devils up 7-4. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. That one looking for the back corner, denied by James. Hard attack, Presley, and that one off of the fingertips of Jaylee Critchfield and over the back line. So Presley cuts the gap down to 2. First kill for the sophomore. It'll be Brandt to serve for Rock Springs. Back set, right side, Emily Freeland. Off of the block of Rock Springs, kept alive by James. Presley slaps it over the net. Critchfield denies her. Right side, Hallie Brady looking for the right corner. And there was Cameron James. One-hand attack by Rock Springs, and Evanston pushes it over the net. Looking for the back row. Rock Springs with an attack with left side. Critchfield first touch. Jaylee, left side, Emily Freeland tries to go for the finesse shot, but it's too light, and it doesn't clear the net. It's 7-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Brandt to serve again. First touch, Critchfield, center back. Jaylee, back set, goes to Emily Freeland, looking for room at the 10-foot line, denied by Rock Springs. Presley into the Evanston block, still in the Rock Springs side. They send it back. Evanston returns it. James with a hard attack, going for the back line, and that one goes long. Red Devils get the point, and at this point, probably more importantly, the serve back, trying to build a run as they are on top 8-6. They lead it 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Freeland to serve. Looking for the right corner, deflected high by Taucher. It'll be Taucher who slaps it over the net. Evanston with a chance. Back set. Hallie Brady looking for the back line, off of Zadi and down. Hallie Brady with her second MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match. Kill it like the Lady Red Devils. With powerful advertising, reach your customers with an ad in high school sports. Call My Local Radio in Evanston, 789-8116. Freeland to serve, received by Rock Springs, pushed over by Presley. Cross set, looking for Mia Barker. She tries to fire on the left sideline, denied by Rock Springs. James back row send over, and Evanston gets it. Critchfield passes Brady, goes through the block on the right side, and just threads the needle, pops it down on the Rock Springs side of the court. And Hallie Brady with back-to-back MyLocalRadio.com kills. Freeland to serve again. Red Devils up 10-6, and that one almost an awkward deflection by Rock Springs, but they are able to get it over in 3 hits. Freeland, back row, looking for the back line, and she's too long, too strong. And the Red Devils lead trimmed down to 3. Emily Taucher to serve for Rock Springs as Claire Carlson back in the game. Taucher, first touch will be Critchfield. Back set, Jaylee looking for Brady off of the fingertips of the block. Taucher goes Presley, and Evanston. Defense able to barely keep it alive. Mia Barker puts it over to clear it out. Right side attack from Carlson. Diving dig by Freeland. Diving dig by Critchfield. It's over the back line. A speeding Mia Barker can't get there in time. And it's 10-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Give the kill to Carlson. She now leads the team with 5. Taucher to serve again. First touch, Bailey Critchfield, and down. Give the ace to Taucher. Her first ace of the match. 10-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Townshire to serve again. Received by Critchfield. It's high enough for them to do something with it. Jaylee goes to Mia, who pushes it over the net with 2 hands from the back row. James, 10-foot line attack is hard right at Freeland, who keeps it alive. Mia goes to Jaylee, and now Rock Springs with a chance. Right side, Carlson with a rainbow attack. Bailey Critchfield denies. Jaylee sets up Emily Freeland from the far side of the 10-foot stripe, but she fires into the net. And we're all knotted up at 10 on the 4-0 run by Rock Springs. Townshire to serve. First touch, Mia Barker. Jaylee passes it to Rigby, who puts it over, looking for the back line. James denies. Back set, Carlson. Right side, looking for the back corner, but it'll be assisted over the back line by an Evanston player. And for the first time in what feels like a while, Rock Springs is on top. First time since the first set. It's 11-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Townshire to serve. Receive Critchfield. Jaylee, cross set, left side, Mia Barker off of the block and down in the left corner. Red Devils end the run at 5 and tie it back up. Mia with her 5th MyLocalRadio.com kill of the match, and Bailey Critchfield will serve for Evanston. Looking for the back line, too long, and Rock Springs goes back out in front. Rock Springs, this is their first lead since being up in the first set, as an attack goes errant from Evanston. Rock Springs just clears it over. Jaylee, back set, Hallie Brady drops the hammer down, no! It looked like it was down on the back line. The flag was pointing down, and then the flag went up. Too long, and it is 13-11. Rock Springs. Served by Nacy, received by Evanston. Brady pushes it over the net for the Red Devils. Townshire setting up James, left side attack, off of the block and over the back line. And now Rock Springs is building some momentum. It's a 3-point lead. And Coach Lawler does exactly what you would expect a coach of her caliber to do. She's going to have a talk and calm things down. It's 14-11. Rock Springs, but the Red Devils lead it 2-0 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
Red Devils lead it 2-0 after winning set 1 25-20 and set 2 25-20. But set 3 has been a different story. Rock Springs on a 8-1 run. And now they lead at 14-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. As Nacy will serve for the Tigers on this run. Serve received, Freeland. Bailey goes left side. Mia looking for the backside of the 10-foot stripe. Townshire denies. Zadi to James, who barely puts it over the net. Freeland dives to keep it alive. Back set, Hallie Brady off of Rock Springs and into the Rock Springs bench. Hallie Brady with her 4th MyLocalRadio.com kill. And the Red Devils cut the gap to 2 and end the run at 3. They need to build a run of their own to counter that 8-1 run. Well, now 8-2 run that we've seen just in the last few minutes. Kenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils, down 2, but lead by 2-0. Porter looking for the back line, kept alive by the Tigers. James puts it over the net, diving Mia Barker keeps it alive. Freeland from the back row, that one off of the top of the tape. A diving Zadi keeps it alive. Carlson looking for the attack, goes right sideline to the 10-foot stripe and deposits it there. Money in the bank for Rock Springs. And Carlson with her 6th kill of the match, 3rd of this set. Megan Zadi to serve for Rock Springs. Receive Freeland, left sideline. Porter, back set. Mia Barker looking for the back line. Too long. And it's 16-12, so now that run is out to 10-2 lately. Served by Zadi. Receive Freeland. Porter, cross set. Looking for Stacia, kept alive. Zadi back row. Toucher, James at the 10-foot stripe. Kept alive by the Evanston block. Put over the line, or the net, by Johnson. James right side off the Evanston block and out of bounds. James with her 5th kill of the match. And it's 17-12, an 11-2 run for the Rock Springs Tigers. Zadi to serve. It's a floater received by Freeland. Porter backpedals to get there, and it's touched by Rock Springs. Evanston's going to have a fresh set here. Put back over the net by Stacia. Toucher, back set, Carlson, right side. Off the Evanston block, spins on the top of the tape, and drops down on the center logo. And now, Rock Springs really building some momentum. They lead it by 6 here in set 3. Served by Zadi. Received by Mia Barker. Porter goes to Stacia. Light hit down on the 10-foot stripe, dead center. And the Red Devils stop the bleeding for now on that after that 4-0 run. Red Devils have to build a run of their own right now. Mia Barker to serve for Evanston. Looking for the left quarter. Zadi keeps it alive. Toucher setting up Nacy. She goes into the net. Red Devils get their first consecutive points since they led 10-7 earlier in the set. Barker to serve. First touch. Back row was Rock Springs, and trying to attack was Rock Springs, and it was a light attack. Evanston, though, did go up and block it and put it over the right sideline, and Rock Springs gets it back. Served by Carlson, received Critchfield, back row, back set. Porter looking for Stacia. She pushes it over the net and plants it down in the right corner. Red Devils down by 4. They need to pick it up and get something going for themselves here. Stacia to serve. That one lightly over the net, headed out of bounds and into the net. 2 hits in, not clearing, and the Red Devils cut the gap down to 3. Stacia to serve. Looking for the back line. Zadi keeps it alive. Nearly an over return. James goes for the attack. Right sideline. Drops it down on the back line. And Cameron James has come alive in set 3. That's 6 kills for the senior. 20-16 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And James will rotate to the back row and serve. Red Devils down by 4. First touch, Mia Barker. Center back row. Porter. Freeland, hard hit, bounces that off of James and off of her into the stands. And Freeland might have released a little bit of frustration there, as that was a hammer drop. Doing her best Thor impression there. And that'll bring up Jaylee Critchfield. Evanston can get on runs with her serving. First touch, back row, nearly an over receive, and it is! Evanston gets Rock Springs into the net and cut the gap down to 2. Jaylee Critchfield serving for the Red Devils. Going to try to build a run here. They're down by 2. Served by Jaylee, looking for the back row. Deflected up by Zadi. Toucher setting up Nacy over the back line. Red Devils have cut the gap to 1. The Red Devils have responded with a 7-2 run of their own, and they cut it down to 1. Red Devils lead it 2-0 and trail 2019 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard on the First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton with Rocky Mountain Yeti Evanston. I'm excited to announce our new Legendary Leadership Award. Each month we are going to be giving away $1,000 to a local legendary leader. We need your nominations. We want to start giving back to people that have stepped up to keep our community thriving. Nominate anyone from leaders among our schools, healthcare workers, first responders, and so on. Who do you know that has made an impact in our community? Together, let's recognize and reward people that have made a difference in your lives. Email me your nominations at leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com or click the link below. Again, that's leaders@RockyMountainYetiEvanston.com.
Rock Springs went on a 12-2 run and took a 6-point lead. Ever since then, though, Evanston has responded with a 7-2 run of their own, and it's 2019 Rock Springs, but Evanston leads it 2-0. Served by Jaylee Critchfield, ends the run as it goes over the right sideline. A very rare error for the freshman. And that'll now bring up, I believe that's Nacy to serve for Rock Springs. First touch, Critchfield, back row, Jaylee setting up Rigby, and she's blocked. Puts it over the net and over the left sideline. 21-19, or 22-19 rather, on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Rock Springs. Receive Bailey, back row, Jaylee setting up Emily Freeland. Puts it over the net and sent over in 2 hits on a surprise attack by Rock Springs. Evanston is ready for it. Freeland, light hit over the net, left side. Right side attack by Nacy. Diving Mia Barker keeps it alive. Jaylee passes it over to Emily, who calls off the crew, puts it over the net. Taucher, Carlson into the Evanston block and down. 4 hits also on the Tigers. 22-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Freeland to serve. The senior looking for the back line, deflected up by Zadi. Presley misfires, that's 4 hits. Red Devils cut it to 1. Freeland to serve. Freeland over return on the diving return by James, slapped back over by Mia Barker with her foot on the logo. Taucher going to Presley, blocked by Evanston. Zadi, James, back row clearance. Critchfield keeps it alive. Jaylee Critchfield passes left side. Mia Barker misfires. It completely whiffed on that one, and it is 23-21 Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. That'll bring up Emily Taucher to serve. That one, first touch, Bailey Critchfield. Jaylee passes Mia Barker into the nets. Set point for Rock Springs. And timeout called. It's a 3-point lead for Rock Springs, 24-21. We'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This is Colt Hamilton.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Red Devils.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about
For more than 10 years, the professional and friendly staff at Mountain West Business Solutions has been...
Sorry about that. Anyway, served by Rock Springs, received Evanston. Brady off of the Rock Springs block and down on the Evanston side of the court. Rock Springs takes set 3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Your final score, 25-21. Rock Springs wins this one. Evanston still leads it 2-0, but we're headed to set 4 after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
In May of 2019, Uintah County School District Number 1 became the first school district in Wyoming to achieve a certified Level 1 on high reliability schools by the Rosanna Leadership Center. We're focusing on 3 levels. Level 1 is a safe and collaborative culture. Level 2, effective teaching in every classroom. And Level 3 is a guaranteed and viable curriculum. We are certified Level 1 in safe and collaborative culture. This is Superintendent Ryan Thomas. Congratulations to everyone in our district. Keep up the great work.
Uintah County School District Number 1, Pathway to Excellence.
Wyoming is unique. When it comes to high school sports, we might travel 6 hours to a game, but when we get there, we know the other team, their parents, and the coaches. Wyoming is like one small town with really long streets. When your travels take you to Evanston, always stay with your friends at the Best Western Dunmar Inn. Clean, comfortable rooms, a restaurant serving healthy, delicious food, and breakfast is always included. If you're bringing the team or following the team, stay with us every time you're in Evanston. The Best Western Dunmar Inn.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium. Evanston loses set 3, 25-21, but still lead it 2 sets to 1 as we get ready for set number 4. Red Devils led in this one by Emily Freeland with 8 kills, Mia Barker with 5, Stacia Barker with 3, 2 blocks and 2 aces, Bailey Critchfield with 3 aces, Mia Barker with a block, 5 kills. Emily Freeland, of course, to add to those 8 kills, she's got a block and an ace. Kinsey Porter with 2 aces. Abby Rigby with 2 kills and a block. Savannah Nowakoski with 2 kills. And Hallie Brady with 4. 3 of them coming in that last set. Rock Springs paced by Cameron James and Carly Carlson, each with 6 kills. James with 3 blocks. Emily Taucher with an ace and a block. Megan Zotti with 2 aces. And that is what we have for the stat line going in to set number 4. It'll be Rock Springs who serves to start this one. Evanston won set 1, 25-20. Set 2, 25-20. Rock Springs took set number 3, 25-21. So now Rock Springs will try to force a 5th and deciding set. Evanston would like to put them away a little early, especially when you go out and take a 2-0 lead, but those were 2 very, very close sets. So that is nothing to panic about if you're Evanston. You knew you probably weren't going to sweep Rock Springs. They're just too good of a team for that. Evanston goes out there with the cousins Barker, Porter, Bailey Critchfield, Freeland, and Savannah Nowakoski. Serve by Nelson, goes over the back line, and to start it off, the Red Devils take the first point of the match. It'll be Mia Barker to serve. That one deflected high by Zotti. Taucher, cross set, looking for James, off of the Evanston block, and across the left sideline. Cameron James, well, now with her team leading 7th block, ties it up for Rock Springs. Megan Zotti to serve for the Tigers. Going for the back line, kept alive, Critchfield. First touch, Porter. Passes to Freeland, who slaps it over from the back line. Taucher, James, left side off the Evanston block, kept alive by Critchfield. Porter, cross set, Freeland, hard hit, looking for the back line, deflected. Out of bounds, over the back line. Rock Springs will lose the lead, and the Red Devils regain it. 2-1 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Stacia Barker. That's an ace. It dropped in no man's land. I am not sure what happened. Nelson and Zotti were standing in the back row, probably about 2 feet apart from each other, and it drops in between them. Stacia, with her 3rd ace of the match, puts Evanston up 2-1 in this 4th set. Could be huge for Evanston as they lead it 2 sets to 1. Stacia to serve again. Received by Nelson. Taucher back set Carlson, looking for the backside 10-foot line. Stacia says no. Pushed over the line by Porter on a surprise. Taucher, Cameron James, left side attack. Diving dig, Mia Barker, but it bounces off the roof and completely fools the Red Devil defenders, and it drops in between them. Hard hit by Cameron James. And it's 3-2 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Claire Carlson to serve. First touch, Freeland back row. Porter back set. Novakoski looking for the back line. Zadi denies. Toucher setting up James on the left sideline. Puts it at the logo. Freeland gets it. Porter back to Freeland. Hard hit off of Nelson and over the back line. Red Devils take a 4-2 lead. Freeland with 10 MyLocalRadio.com kills this match. Kill it like Emily with powerful advertising. Reach your customers with an ad in high school sports. Call MyLocalRadio.com in Evanston today, 789-8116. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. It's a tomahawk right at Nelson, kept alive by Toucher. James slaps it over from the right side of the back low. Jaylee setting up Freeland off of the block. A diving Rock Springs player keeps it alive, and it's going to go over the net apparently and drop down on the Evanston logo. So the point goes to Rock Springs. And it's 4-3 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, served by Cameron James. First touch hits the shoulders of Mia Barker. Hallie Brady goes off the block and down on the Evanston side of the courts. Big block by Cameron James to knot it up. James with their 4th block of the match. She'll serve again. First touch, Critchfield back row. Jaylee back set looking for Freeland, goes off the block. Zadi dives to keep it alive. Toucher to Nacy, going for the left sideline. Bailey Critchfield there. And Evanston's going to get called for a lift. Rock Springs takes the lead 5-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And it's a 3-0 run for the Tigers. Serve receive, Mia Barker back row. Jaylee cross set looking for Emily Freeland, drops the hammer right down on the far side of the 10-foot line towards the left corner, and Freeland ties it up. 11 kills for Emily Freeland tonight, and it'll be Freeland to serve for the Red Devils. That one looking for the back line, kept alive by Rock Springs. Toucher goes Nacy, blocked by Evanston, and Red Devils are going to get the point. Double hit on Rock Springs, and Evanston takes the lead. 6-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Freeland to serve. Freeland with the hit, looking for the back line. Right side attack is going to drop down in the corner. Good looking attack there from Faith Brandt. That is her 3rd kill of the match, and it ties it up at 6. It'll now be Brandt to serve for Rock Springs. First touch, Critchfield, center back. Jaylee Critchfield, cross at Hallie Brady, off of the block, kept alive by Brandt. Toucher, Nacy off the Evanston block, down. It's Brady and Rigby who get the block, and the Red Devils go up 7-6. Hallie Brady with her first block, Abby Rigby with her 2nd of the match, and now white jersey libero Bailey Critchfield to serve. Rigby will take a seat as the libero looking for the left corner. Zadi denies her. Right side attack, Nacy, that one is down on the right sideline, and they give the point to Rock Springs. Presley Nacy with her 2nd kill of the match. Served by Toucher, received Freeland. Left side, Mia Barker puts it over the net, received by James. Toucher, back set, Carlson. Freeland keeps it alive, but it's into the Evanston bench. 8-7 on the kill by Claire Carlson. Her 7th kill of the match. Serve received by Critchfield, back row. Jaylee Critchfield setting up Brady off of Zadi and down. Red Devils tie it back up on the kill by Hallie Brady. That's her 5th kill of the match. And she'll take a break with Jaylee Critchfield. Here comes Kinsey Porter to serve. Lily Johnson checks in. Porter looking for the left corner, deflected up. Tauch going to Carlson. What a shot selection. Looked like she was going to wind up. Evanston thought that. Instead, she holds up big time and just lightly taps it over the net, plants it down on the 10-foot stripe. And Rock Springs goes up 9-8. That's kill number 8 for Carlson. Served by Nacy. Left side, Stacia misfires into the net. And it's 10-8. Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Presley Nacy, the sophomore, to serve again. Receive, Critchfield, back row. Porter, back set, looking for Mia Barker. Swing and a miss on the Rock Springs side, and it plants itself down in the right corner. And Mia cuts the gap to 1. 6 kills for her today. Caitlin DeRue to serve. Red Devils down by 1, but lead it 2 sets to 1. Here in set 4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. DeRue to serve. Knuckleball for the back line. Kept alive by Zadi. Taucher setting up Carlson on the right side. She puts all she's got into it and drops it down on the right sideline. 11-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Carlson with 9 kills in the match, 3 of them coming in this set. Zadi to serve for Rock Springs and trying to get the ace, but denied, but the Red Devils get a double hit called on them. 12-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard, and Zadi, who has had a heck of a game from the line, 2 aces. Go again. And that one barely gets over the net, kept alive by the Red Devils. Somehow as Freeland puts it over from the back line. Taucher, right side, James! That one is deflected over the back line. A diving Caitlin DeRue tried to get there. And Evanston players are saying that that was not the right call. But we're moving on. 13-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Zadi. That one is over the back line. Red Devils cut the gap down to 3. It's 13-10. Rock Springs on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Stacia Barker to serve for Evanston. That one off of James at a weird angle and down on the hardwood. Give the ace to Stacia Barker. That is her 4th of the match, 2nd in the set. Served by Stacia. First touch Nelson. Back set Taucher. Right side Carlson. Into the net. Evanston cuts it down to 1. 3-0 run for the Red Devils. Already the longest run that they've had in this set. Served by Freeland. Looking for the back line. It goes off of Nelson and down. It's another ace. And the 5th ace of the match for her ties it at 13. Timeout. Sean Pyre. Red Devils 4-0 run, and they are all knotted up at 13, but lead it 2 sets to 1 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tires, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Red Devils have come back down 13-9, and they've tied it up at 13 here in set 4. They lead it 2 sets to 1. Stacia Barker serving on a 4-0 run. That includes 2 aces. First touch, Nelson. Right side, James off of a diving Caitlin DeRue and over the left sideline. And it's back to being a Rock Springs lead, 14-13. On the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Claire Carlson waiting for the ball, and now she'll get it. Carlson sends it. Light hit. Daru receives back line. Porter backs that. Johnson looking for the left corner. Zadi bops it up. Taucher. James at the center looking for the back line. Critchfield says no. Emily Freeland drops the hammer off of the hands of Carlson, left to right into the Rock Springs bench, and it's 14-all. Freeland with 16 MyLocalRadio.com kills in the match. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Jaylee with 2 aces. Zadi bops it up. Right side, James, blocked by Emily Freeland. And Rock Springs just returns it. Light hit over to Rigby. Kept alive by Rock Springs. Taucher pushes it over the net. Brady calms it down. Jaylee cross set. Emily Freeland diving dig. It's an over return at Evanston with another chance. Jaylee pushes it over the net. Zadi keeps it alive. Taucher left side to James off the block. Kept alive by Bailey. Left side, Emily Freeland lightly hits it. James receiving it at the 10-foot line. Wants the attack. She'll get it from the center logo, but misfires too long. And the Red Devils take a 15-14 lead. Served by Jaylee Critchfield. That one headed out of bounds, but kept alive by Taucher. Pushed over by James on the right sideline. Jaylee back set. Hallie Brady looking for the 10-foot line, and that's an over return. Freeland setting up Jaylee. Goes right back to Emily. Off the block and out of bounds. Evanston takes a 16-14 lead. And Emily Freeland with 17 MyLocalRadio.com kills. Jaylee Critchfield leading the Red Devils right now on this one. That one looking for the back line. Zadi deflects it up. Taucher calms it down. James right side attack. It's light. Diving Bailey Critchfield at the 10-foot stripe. Keeps it alive. Freeland lightly hits it over. Received by Carlson. Dump set by Taucher. Evanston is ready for it. Right side. Brady off of Nielsen and over the back line. Red Devils on a 8-1 run. And they've got a 3-point lead now, 17-14. Served by Critchfield, looking for the back line. Taucher passes right side. James blocked by Evanston. Still on the Rock Springs side. They put it over to the Red Devils. Critchfield, cross set, left side. Emily Freeland, too long off the back line. And it's 17-15 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Nelson checks out. And it'll be James to serve. That one off of Daru and over the back line. An ace for James. That is her first of the match to my count. And she'll serve again. Daru's going to come out. Mia Barker comes in. Cameron James to serve for Rock Springs. Down by 1. That one barely over the net. Diving. Rigby keeps it alive. Setting up. Emily Freeland goes off the block of Rock Springs. And the third hit is an attack by Nacy. Deflected out of bounds. Evanston is not going to clear it in 3. And we're tied at 17. all. Cameron James to serve here in set 4. Evanston leads it 2-1. James. Rainbow serve. Critchfield back right corner. Jaylee. Left side. Freeland off of Cameron James. Deflected high. Taucher chases it down. And James pushes it across the net. Jaylee with the receive. Bailey goes Emily. Left side into the block. Back on the Evanston side. Brady back to the net. Puts it over. Taucher setting up. Presley blocked. Abby Rigby. Evanston takes the lead. Rigby joins the block party. Well, really, she's been leading it. She has got 3 blocks in the match. Rigby with her foot on the logo says no, and Freeland to serve. That one nearly an over return. Instead, Rock Springs will just put it over. Jaylee back set. Hallie Brady looking for the back line, and she's too long. 18-18 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And it will be Faith Brandt to serve for Rock Springs. First touch, Critchfield, back row. Jaley calms it down. Freeland puts it over the net, and now Rock Springs with the chance. Townsher setting up Carlson. Off the Evanston block and down on the Evanston side, and Rock Springs with a 19-18 lead on the 10th kill by Carlson. Brandt to serve. First touch, Critchfield, back row. Jaley, cross set, Mia Barker left side, off of the block and down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. And Mia Barker ties it up. 7 MyLocalRadio.com kills for Mia Barker. 19-19, and here's Bailey Critchfield to serve. Looking for the back corner, deflected almost out of bounds. Zadi calms it down. James pushes it over the net. Jaley calms it down. Bailey passes left side. Mia Barker looking for the back line. Zadi denies. Townsher setting up Carlson at the logo. Blocked by Evanston. Sent back over by Townsher. And now left side, Mia Barker doesn't get enough of it. It goes into the net. And Rock Springs with a 2019 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Served by Townsher. That one barely over the net, kept alive by Mia Barker. Back set, looking for Brady, off of Zadi and over the back line. Red Devils tie it back up. Kill number 7 for Hallie Brady. Porter to serve for the Red Devils. Evanston wins this set, it will be over. Rock Springs wins it, we'll go into a 5th and final set. Served by Porter. It's a knuckleball. Kept alive by Zadi. Townsher cross set looking for Carlson. Critchfield, left corner kept alive. Porter runs cross court, setting up Mia Barker. That one off of Nacy. And James slaps it over from the back row. Porter, back set. Stacia Barker puts it over the net. Beautiful play by Stacia. She's on the move. Mid-air to catch the set. And puts it over the net. Plants it down on the 10-foot stripe. And Stacia with your lead candidate of your Dr. McKay Frankham precision play of the game right there. Serve by Porter, received by Zadi, slapped over the net from the back line by James. Porter, back set. Savannah Novakoski kept alive by Townsher. Zadi in the back row. James just slaps it over, but it drops down in the right. No, it's long. It's long. It's long. No contact was made, and it's over the back line. It's long. Rock Springs thought they had it in the left corner. And the Red Devils get that one, that call. It looked like it dropped down in the left corner, but the linesman says it's long and no contact was made. Red Devils lead it 22-20. Here in the 4th set, we'll be right back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com. We're actually going to keep it right here. Let's paint the picture for that play. An attack from James looked like it was going in the left corner. Instead, it goes outside. Rock Springs thought it was deflected out by Evanston, but the line judge said no Red Devil player touched it. That is how we are here, 22-20 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the Red Devils 3 points away from winning this one in 4 sets. Kenzie Porter to serve for Evanston on a 3-0 run. Porter lets it fly, looking for the back row. Zadi with the touch. Townsher setting up Carlson, left side, deflected high by Porter. Stacia passes Mia left side, looking for the sideline. Townsher denies. Zadi on the second hit goes James, light hit at the 10-foot stripe with both hands. Set, left side. Mia Barker, too long over the back line, and it's 22-21 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And the serve coming from Nacy. First touch, Barker. Over to Novakoski, blocked by Rock Springs, kept alive by Freeland, but it's going to go out of bounds. 22-22 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard after that one. By the way, this is not Nacy. This is number 31. This is... I don't see a number 31 on the roster. We'll have to do some research. When we come back, we'll let you know. It's 22-all on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
Trona Valley Federal Credit Union is a not-for-profit financial institution. When you become a member, you are an owner of the credit union. We believe in people over profit, and that impacts the way we do business from our overall structure down to the smallest detail. Our philosophy sets us apart, and we're here for you. Earn more with our high-yield checking account, start a savings goal, check out our competitive loans, and much more. Become a member today. We're a caring partner dedicated to your financial success. Member NCUA.
Presley Nacy does serve for Evanston. Stacia blocked by Rock Springs. And in set 4, it's Rock Springs 23, Evanston 22. Served by Presley Nacy. That one is high and over the back line. Red Devils tied up. And most importantly, Evanston gets that serve back. Mia Barker to serve for Evanston. Trying to set up match point if she can get it. Left corner, too long, and it's set point for Rock Springs. Timeout, Coach Lawler. When we come back, it'll be set point for the Tigers on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
The big difference that sets Freeway Tire apart from other tire stores is the fact that we care. We care about the customer service we provide, we care about selling quality products at fair prices, and we care about your vehicle. So when you're looking for tires or having work done on your vehicle, everything from maintenance to major repairs, make sure you take it to the company that really cares, Freeway Tire, on Bear River Drive in Evanston. Stop in today or schedule an appointment with us online at freewaytires.com.
Rock Springs set point here in set 4. Served by Zotti. First touch, Critchfield. Porter, back set. Stacia Barker puts it over the net, down! And the Red Devils tie it up. It's not over yet. It's going to take at least 26 points now to win this set. Stacia to serve. That one looking for the right corner, calmed down by Nelson. Right side, James goes off of the Evanston block and over the left sideline, and it is set point for Rock Springs yet again. Claire Carlson to serve for the Tigers. James with 9 kills in the match. Carlson, first touch, Freeland. Porter, cross at left side, Freeland, light hit. That one is deflected around by Rock Springs, and James will put it over the net. Critchfield covers it. Porter, left side, Emily Freeland off the block, and she'll put it over, and now kept alive by Rock Springs. James left attack for the set win. Diving Mia Barker says no. Porter, left side, Emily Freeland looking for the center of the backside of the 10-foot stripe, no good. Here comes James on the left side, deflected by Porter. Left side, Freeland, that one is over the left sideline, and Rock Springs has come back down 2-0 and win set 4, 26-24. We'll have a final deciding set when we come back after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
What do you do when you lose a tooth?
Put it under your pillow. Under my pillow. Like a treasure chest so you could put it in.
Why do you do that?
Because then the tooth fairy comes for the tooth fairy, so the tooth fairy can come get them.
And then what happens?
I get money.
We may not be the tooth fairy, but we can still take care of your teeth. Bear River Dental in Evanston.
Red Devils and Rock Springs. Well, we knew it was going to be a good one, and we are indeed heading to a 5th set. Evanston take sets 1 through 2. Final score is 25-20, 25-20, and Rock Springs takes set 3, 25-21, and force set 5 by winning 26-24. And now we'll go to a race to 15. It'll be the first one to 15 will win this match. It's the first conference match for both of these teams. Actually, take that back. Rock Springs played Green River on Thursday. So Evanston's first conference match is their home opener. You want to win this one, but if you don't win it, it's not the end of the world for Evanston, not by any stretch of the imagination. If you remember, it was the loss to Rock Springs in 5 sets last season that really ignited things for the Red Devils last year. And the serve, it looks like, is coming on the 5th set. It's going to be Rock Springs. We got Star Valley on next Tuesday, by the way. We'll see who is serving for Rock Springs to open up this 5th and deciding set. All in all, it's been a pretty quick moving day. We were supposed to start this match at 6 o'clock. We were a little behind schedule, but we're only 2.5 hours from the scheduled start time. And I'm wrong. Evanston will start it. Mackenzie Porter to serve for the Red Devils. Porter lets it fly, looking for the back line and gets it. It's an ace to start it off for the Red Devils. That is exactly how you want to do it if you're Evanston. Her 3rd ace of the match. Porter to serve again. Looking for the left corner this time. It's bopped up by Nelson. James, left side attack, kept alive by Freeland. Porter keeps it alive, and it's not going to be slapped over the net. Bailey Critchfield, try as she might, it's not going to happen, and it's 1-1 to start it out here on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Cameron James with her 10th kill of the match. Served by Zotti. First touch, Critchfield back row. Porter setting up Stacia. Goes off the block on the far side of the 10-foot line, keeping it alive. Carlson, high attack, kept alive by Porter. Left side, Mia Barker, light hit, looking for the 10-foot stripe, off of James and down. In a race to 15, every point is going to count here. Mia Barker to serve for the Red Devils. First touch, Nelson, left side, James, light hit. That one is down on the near side of the 10-foot stripe. A diving Mackenzie Porter tries to get there, but James knots it up at 2 on her 11th kill of the match. Served by Claire Carlson. Receive Mia. Porter, long set over to Emily, and she misfires. Rock Springs with a 3-2 lead on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Claire Carlson to serve again. Serve, receive, Critchfield. Back set, Porter goes to Stacia. Drop that down on the right sideline easily. And Evanston ties it back up. Stacia with her 5th kill of the match. And it'll be her to serve. She's got 5 aces. Serve received by Zotti. She had to go to her knees to get it. James, right side, kept alive by Mia. Back set, Porter looking for Savannah Novakoski. Zotti denies her at the back line. James, left side off the block, and it's off a few Evanston players before it goes into the student section, and it's 4-3. Cameron James taking over this set. And it'll be her to serve. Serve, receive, Mia. Porter setting up Emily. Light hit at the 10-foot line, kept alive by Rock Springs. It's going nowhere. It doesn't go over the net. They tried to return it, and it did not even clear it. It went left to right instead of north to south, And the Red Devils have tied it up on the air. 4-4 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Jaylee Critchfield to serve. Serve, receive, Nelson. Toucher back set, looking for Nacy. Blocked by Evanston, returned by Rock Springs. Setting up Emily Freeland, who hits it hard at the back line. Nacy, two hands, puts it over. Calmed down by Mia. Back set, Jaylee. Brady puts it over, and now Rock Springs with a chance. James from the back row. Jaylee with the first touch. Mia passes Brady, looking for the left corner, and she's too long. 5-3, or excuse me, 5-4. Rock Springs. Served by Brandt, received Freeland. It's going to be Emily with an attack. She gets that through the block and drops it down on the right sideline. Freeland to serve for the Red Devils. Looking for the left corner, Zadi denies her. Nelson, right side to Toucher, too long over the back line. Red Devils take the 6-5 lead. Evanston needs to create some separation, and they need to finish strong. Freeland to serve. At the back line, Zadi bops it up. Back set, Harvey. Here's the attack from Rock Springs. Evanston blocked it. Mia Barker with the block, and it's not 7-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston on a 3-0 run. Freeland to serve. Looking for the back line. That one nearly an over return. Zadi overpassed and barely cleared over, and 3 hits by Rock Springs. Critchfield slaps it over the net from the back row. Zadi deflects it out of bounds. Toucher goes to number 24. That is the sophomore Ella Brewster. She misfires in the net, and the Red Devils are the first to 8 in the middle of a 4-0 run. They lead at 8-5 here in set 5 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today. Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Red Devils lead it 8-5 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. This is set 5. It's a race to 15. Evanston won the first 2. Rock Springs came back down 2-0. Served by Emily Freeland, received by Zadi. Harvey, back set, right side. Toucher, too long over the back line. Evanston extends the lead a little bit more. It's 9-5. 5-0 run for the Red Devils. Freeland to serve. Received by James. Toucher setting up Carlson for the attack. Over! No! It's deflected out of bounds. Deflected out of bounds. It looked like it was over, but Evanston did touch it, and the run ends at 5. It's 9-6 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Toucher to serve for the Tigers. Into the net. That is a big error. Evanston up by 4 in a race to 15. They're 5 points away. Serve by Bailey Critchfield. That's a light hit received by Toucher, who sets up Carlson way too high. She air-mailed that one from the net over the right corner, and the Red Devils are 4 points away from shutting this one down. Critchfield to serve. That one's long. So Critchfield's error will turn it back over. That was Bailey Critchfield. will turn it over to the Tigers. Served by Nacy, received Bailey Critchfield. Jaley, back set, Brady looking for the back line, denied by Nacy. James with an attack at the net. Second hit still in the back row, but Bailey clears it over. Zadi with the touch. Taucher, right side, Carlson, and that's off of Evanston and over the left sideline. And the gap is down to 3. Hard hit by Carlson. That's her 11th kill of the match. Timeout called. We'll take it as well. Red Devils still up 11-8 on it, the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard in set 5 on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and mylocalradio.com.
They say the 3 most important things in life for many people are their faith, their family, and their high school sports. And not necessarily in that order. Advertise where you will get noticed. Call My Local Radio and become a sports advertiser today.
Evanston leads at 11-8 in set 5. They won set 1, 25-20, set 2, 25-20, lost set 3, 25-21, lost set 4, 26-24, and lead set 5, 11-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. 2-0 run on the serving of sophomore Presley Nacy. First touch, Mia. Jaley setting up Stacia. She puts it over the net. Received Taucher. Zadi goes to James, who just slaps it over the net. Freeland keeps it alive. Left side, Hallie Brady off of the block and down. It goes off of the block and then off of Zadi in the back row in the right corner. And the Red Devils stretch it back out to 4. They're up 12-8 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. And now Kinsey Porter, one of the best servers on the team, to serve for Evanston. She's out there with Freeland, Bailey Critchfield, Mia Barker, Stacia Barker, and Jaley Critchfield. Or excuse me, that's Savannah Novakoski. Anyway, third hit is barely going to get cleared over by the Tigers. Bailey calms it down. Porter sets up left side. Mia Barker blocked by the Tigers. Still on the Rock Springs side. Nearly a collision in the back row, but cleared over by Rock Springs. Dump set by Porter, and they were not ready for it. They were not ready for it. Kenzie Porter fools them all. Goes to the logo and just puts it over the net. Porter puts the Red Devils 2 away after that kill. Served by Porter, received by the Tigers. James off of the Evanston block. Porter, back set. Novakoski off the block. That one is heading out of bounds. Calmed down by Taucher. Right side by Carlson, down on the far side of the 10-foot line, looking for the left sideline, and it's 13-9 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Red Devils still up by 4. Zadi to serve for Rock Springs. Receive Critchfield. Porter, beautiful pass, looking for Stacia Barker, though. Porter set that one right where she needed to. Barker might have been a little bit ahead, and it just drops down on the logo. 13-10 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Zadi to serve. Receive Freeland. Porter set left side. Mia Barker off of the block. Calmed down by Taucher. Zadi with the second hit. Carlson with the light hit. Critchfield keeps it alive. Porter gets it on the second hit, and Bailey puts it over the back line. Taucher setting up James, left side, blocked by Evanston, still on the Rock Springs side, and they barely get it over by their fingertips. Porter setting up Stacia, looking for the back line, denied Zadi. Right side, Carlson, Freeland with the touch, and it's an overpass, but somehow still alive. Evanston gets called for 2 hits, and the lead is down to 2. 13-11 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Zadi on a 3-0 run. Evanston's got to get the momentum back. Served by Zadi. That one a diving over return. It was heading out of bounds, and Zadi kept it in. Right side, James with the attack, and now Evanston with a chance. Porter goes to Stacia, looking for the right corner. Taucher in the right corner. Here comes James. Drops that down on the far side of the 10-foot stripe. Hard hit, and it's down to 1 on the 4-0 run by the Tigers. A 12-kill match for Cameron James. 13-12, Evanston. Served by Zotti. Received Freeland. Porter setting up left side. Savannah Novakoski off the block and down on the logo. Match point, Red Devils. Savannah Novakoski captures some momentum back for Evanston on the MyLocalRadio.com kill. And now here comes Mia Barker to serve. 14-12, match point, served by Mia Barker. Received by Nelson. Townshire calms it down. Right side, James. That one off of Mia and over the back line. Still match point for the Red Devils. Red Devils match point. Receive Critchfield. Porter, jump set. Stacia Barker lightly hits it over. That one off of one Tiger. Second Tiger, Zotti in the back row. James puts it over, and now Evanston with another chance. Left side, Freeland for the win. Off the block, kept alive by Porter, who slides to her knees. Left side, Freeland. That one deflected high. It's going out of bounds. Zotti goes over the back line to keep it alive. Townshire puts it over. Critchfield to Porter. Set, right side, Savannah Novakoski off the block. Out of bounds. Evanston wins it on the kill by Savannah Novakoski. Wait a minute, are we not? Wait a minute, there's a conversation happening. Rock Springs saying that Evanston deflected out. And they give it to Evanston. They give it to Evanston. Red Devils win it. 15-13 on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Back-to-back kills by Savannah Novakoski. And what a job by the Red Devils. Go up 2-0. Drop 2 straight sets. And Evanston come back and win it in set number 5. As close as it could get. Final score of set 5, 15-13. Evanston wins it in 5 sets. This has been a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
America keeps moving, and Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to help you keep rolling. Whether you need a brand new vehicle or service on one you already own, Auto Farm Chevrolet is here to lend a helping hand. Our certified mechanics are knowledgeable, and our sales team takes the time to get to know you and what your needs are. Stop in today, Auto Farm Chevrolet, 624 Front Street, Evanston. Evanston's community-driven dealer.
Gee, Tommy, you look amazing. Did you try something different with your enamel?
No way. I wouldn't do anything to alter these pearly whites, but I did see Dr. McKay Frankham, who told me if I didn't floss, I could miss up 35% of food particles.
Really? He told you that?
Yep, and you know what? He's 100% right. I started flossing, and now I look better than ever.
Wow, I want to see Dr. McKay Frankham.
Well, give him a call, 307-789-8910. Easy to remember, right?
That's super easy. Dr. McKay Frankham at 307-789-8910. I'll call today.
Red Devils win another classic against Rock Springs. Your final score, Evanston wins it in 5 sets. 25-20, 25-20, 21-25, 24-26, and 15-13. Time to start your post-game show. We'll kick it off with your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-799-8910 for your appointment today. And that's going to go to junior. I believe she's junior. I'm going to double check my stats here. Yes, junior Savannah Novakoski, who gets the final 2 kills that put Evanston up. Here's the one that puts it away. It's a nice pass by Porter. Goes Savannah off of the block of Rock Springs and over the right sideline to put this one away in 5 sets. Savannah Novakoski wins your Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Play of the Game, brought to you by Dr. McKay Frankham Precision Dentistry for the whole family. Call 307-789-8910 for your appointment today. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll have your Red Devil postgame stat report after this on a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
This presentation on MyLocalRadio.com is also brought to you in part by Hoover Chiropractic. With over 3 decades of experience, Dr. Todd Hoover can help you with all the chiropractic work you need, plus x-rays, blood work, a weight loss program, and can help you get rid of allergies and migraines. Dr. Todd Hoover with Hoover Chiropractic in Evanston.
At Ellingford Brothers, we're known for an excellent steel shop and quality cement. We also provide other products all year round. Sand and different sizes of gravel for road base and landscaping in the summer and fall. Traction in the winter and mud control in the spring. Bark for landscaping in the summer and winterization in the fall. And topsoil. Spring, summer, and fall. Prices are always honest. Pickup or delivery. Ellingford Brothers, your year-round source for so many things. Stop in today at 221 County Road in Evanston.
When do you schedule doctor appointments?
In bed before I fall asleep.
In the car waiting to pick up my kids.
We can even do it after breakfast.
We all lead busy lives. Online appointment scheduling puts you in control. In just 90 seconds, you can make an appointment with a primary care provider or specialist at evanstonanytime.com. Select the day and time most convenient for you. Enter some basic information, and just like that, you're scheduled for care. Schedule appointments for next day and beyond at evanstonanytime.com.
Wow, what a game. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard. Evanston 3, Rock Springs 2, as Evanston wins it in 5 sets, 25-20, 25-20, 21-25, 24-26, and 15-13. It's time for your Red Devil postgame stat report. Let's talk about Rock Springs first. Emily Taucher with a block and an ace. By the way, these stats are not official, but they do give you an idea who the active players were. Again, Emily Taucher with a block and an ace. Megan Zotti with an ace. Presley Nacy with a couple of kills. Carly Callahan with a kill. Faith Brandt with 3 kills. Claire Carlson with 11 kills. And Rock Springs led by senior Cameron James, 13 kills, 4 blocks, and an ace. For the Evanston Red Devils, you have Jaylee Critchfield with 2 aces, Stacia Barker with 5 MyLocalRadio.com kills. By the way, kill it like the Lady Red Devils. Reach your customers with powerful advertising. Advertise in high school sports. Call My Local Radio in Evanston at 789-8116. Anyways, Stacia Barker, 5 MyLocalRadio.com kills, 2 blocks, and 5 aces. Bailey Critchfield with 3 aces. Jaylee Critchfield with 2 aces. Mia Barker with 7 kills, 2 blocks. Kinsey Porter with 3 aces. Abby Rigby with 2 kills and 3 blocks. Savannah Novakoski with 5 kills, 3 of them coming in the final set, 2 of them coming to put Evanston at match point, and the other one coming to put them away. Hallie Brady with 7 MyLocalRadio.com kills and a block. Evanston, of course, led by Emily Freeland, 13 MyLocalRadio.com kills, a block, and an ace. That's your Red Devil stat report. We're going to step aside when we come back. We'll have your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap after this, as well as a look at the calendar. And maybe we'll get to hear from Coach Tara Lawler after this victory. This is a First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Red Devil Volleyball on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com.
As your local Ricoh, Toshiba, and Sharp dealer, Mountain West Business Solutions represents quality office equipment that lasts. We work with each client to understand your workflow, your goals, and your bottom line. Whether you lease or purchase office equipment, we have many ways to work with you to provide the best products at the best value. We also service and provide supplies for HP printers. Call Mountain West Business Solutions today. Let us help you find the best solutions for you and your business.
Nothing makes your kid feel like a superstar more than seeing his or her very own Fathead in the stands. Fathead car decals and yard signs are inexpensive and easy to get at Rocky Mountain Sign in Evanston. Whether it's for the big game or to cheer on the high school band, our children make us proud in so many ways. Show your pride today. Go Red Devils. West Star Printing and Rocky Mountain Sign, 243 7th Street, Evanston.
Time flies, especially when you're having fun. This is Jeremy Rex, manager at T-Bar S in Evanston. It's hard to believe that we've been here almost a year with our new management team and staff. Did you know that you can have your vehicle detailed, your windshield replaced, chip repair done, or get your trailer refinished or rewired at T-Bar S? Of course, we are a full-service collision repair shop, too. You can even change your oil and your brakes. Visit T-Bar S today. Let T-Bar fix your car. 515 County Road, Evanston.
When you're looking for one location that is centrally located in Wyoming to host a business meeting or corporate retreat, always consider the Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper first. With meeting rooms and amenities that everyone can enjoy at the Come On In is the best place to host events. The rustic decor, fireplaces, jacuzzis, pool, and large indoor atrium will make your event memorable. Call today and find out the ways we can help make your event a success. Come On In Hotel and Suites in Casper. Call 307-472-6300.
Welcome back to Red Devil Gymnasium one more time. We're almost done with our post-game show. We're going to give Coach Waller a little bit of time to come up here if she's got time to do it. If not, we totally understand. That's a big home win for her Red Devils. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard is Evanston wins it in 5 sets. Let's go ahead and look at the calendar before we do our Jimmy John's Freaky Fast recap. And we're actually going to start in the middle and work our way to the right. So our next broadcast will be Friday, September 17th, 3 p.m. kickoff with a 2:15 pregame show. Homecoming football versus Lander Valley live from K. Fackrell Stadium. Then the next day at 11:30 a.m. with a 12 p.m. first serve, Evanston will take on Natrona County right here at Red Devil Gymnasium. And then the next broadcast after that will be Tuesday, September 21st, Volleyball versus Star Valley a week from tonight, 5:30 pregame, 6 o'clock scheduled first serve. That is going to be a good one, as it always is fun when our neighbors from Afton come to town. It's time for your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meat. Well, the first set was a pretty back-and-forth affair. Nobody established a run greater than 4. Evanston was able to come out in set 1 with a 25-20 victory, paced by 4 kills from Emily Freeland in that first set. In set 2, Rock Springs scored first, but Evanston was able to go on a massive 5-0 run and actually shut the set down 8-3, winning that one 25-20. That run started when the match was tied at 17. However, in set 3, Evanston would start on a 2-0 run and take a 10-6 lead. Rock Springs would then go on a, I got to count it just to make sure I got my math right. A 13-2 run. They were down 10-7 at the beginning of this run. They are up 18-12 at the end of it. Evanston goes on a run of their own, a 7-2 run before Rock Springs says enough is enough and closes it on a 5-2 run. 25-21, the final score. Rock Springs takes set 3. In set 4, it was a real back-and-forth affair. Rock Springs with a 13-9 lead. Then Evanston went on a 7-1 run to get back even with it. They'd go back and forth before Rock Springs would be forced to go to 26 points in order to win the set, 26-24. Going into set 5, the race to 15, we were wondering if we were going to have to get over 15 to make this happen. Evanston opened on trailing 3-2, but then when they were down 4-5, they go on a 5-0 run to take a 9-6 lead, and then Evanston would not look back from there. They give up one more point and then go on another 4-2 run. Rock Springs would respond with a 4-0 run, making it 13-12. Evanston would call on their young talent, led by junior Savannah Novakoski, to just go to town, get 2 kills, and those are the kills that puts it away for the Evanston Red Devils. They win it in 5 sets. That's your Jimmy John's Freaky Fast Recap, brought to you by Jimmy John's on 113 Front Street in Evanston, where fast and fresh meet. Going to give Coach Sarah Lawler a little bit more time to see if she can make it up here. If not, we totally understand. But a big win for the Evanston Red Devils. They are able to come through with this one and win it in 5 sets after winning the first 2 sets and withstand a huge run by Rock Springs. Great job by Evanston to withstand the run by Rock Springs as they go and take 2 straight sets, 4th of 5th set, and you know the legs were tired, you know that everything was tired, but Evanston was able to come through for it. Let's give you those Evanston stats one more time. We have Jaylee Critchfield with 2 aces, Stacia Barker with 5 kills, 2 blocks, and 5 aces, responsible for 12 points for the Red Devils. Bailey Critchfield with 3 aces, Mia Barker with 7 kills and 2 blocks, Kinsey Porter with 3 aces, Abby Rigby with 2 kills and 3 blocks. Savannah Novakoski gets 5 kills. Hallie Brady continues to prove that she is one of the top options on this team. 7 MyLocalRadio.com kills and a block. Of course, Evanston led by Emily Freeland with 12 kills, a block, and an ace. On the Rock Springs side, they are led by Cameron James with a game-high 13 kills and 4 blocks and an ace to my count. Again, my stats are not official, but they do tell you who the active players were, and no one was more active in the match than Cameron James and Emily Freeland. Stacia Barker was definitely a big reason why Evanston won. 5 aces. Evanston as a team come away with 14 aces in this match as opposed to Rock Springs' 4 aces. Kills were definitely in favor of Evanston as well, as the Red Devils were able to get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players at 5 kills or more. Rock Springs with only 2, meaning Cameron James and Claire Carlson. However, those 2 combined for 24 kills between the 2 of them. So great performance by them. We're going to go ahead and call it a night here from Red Devil Gymnasium. Your final score on the Impact Physical Therapy scoreboard: Evanston wins it in 5 matches and improve to 17-3. A great start for Evanston as Rock Springs push them to the limit. Evanston wins it set 1, 25-20, set 2, 25-20. They lose set 3, 25-21. They lose set 4, 26-24, and win set 5, 15-13. On behalf of our producer back at the studio, Mr. Colton Bagley, as well as the executive producer at MyLocalRadio.com, Mr. Val Cook, our office manager, Kayleen Anderson, our sales manager, Julie Burley, our social media person, Alyssa McDaniel, as well as Rich's Cody Olson and the voice of the Valley, Cullen Holt. I'm Elan saying we'll see you next time the ball flies, which will be right here on K9 and MyLocalRadio.com for homecoming football. Evanston versus Lander, Friday. Pregame starts at 2:15, kickoff at 3 o'clock. Hope you can join me. Thank you guys so much, and take
Wholly owned production of MyLocalRadio.com and Cook Brothers Broadcasting, no portion of which may be used or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Old West Media Incorporated. Thank you for joining us on this First Bank of Wyoming presentation of Evanston Red Devil Sports on MyLocalRadio.com. Until next time, go Devils!